Hello traders and welcome to Trading with Bill, Options and Forex on a Thursday, October 22nd, 2015. Traders coming to you live from Thailand, 2.5 hours into the European session. Cloudy skies, rain, not a nice day today. Oh well, what can you do? Traders, this is Trading with Bill, helping losing traders become winning traders, and we do that as a group, me and you together. Helping the new guy coming into the new markets of Forex. Alright, traders, got a lot to talk about today. Missed yesterday, dude. There was just nothing going on and I had nothing to say. So, we're going to catch up today. Got a little bit going on. Got a trade that we're hoping to get into, and we'll get to that in just a second. Just let me introduce myself real quick. My name is William Gilday, and yes, they do call me Bill. Traders, I started trading in 2006, 2008, retired, firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. 9 days later, came to Thailand. 3 months to celebrate. Well, guess what? I'm in my 8th year in Thailand, and I absolutely love it. It's a great place to trade Forex and options. Start in the morning and end at night, just like a normal human being. When I was in the States, I was up at 1 o'clock in the morning till, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Right? So it's nice to have somewhat of a normal sleeping pattern, but not really. So what I do is I trade looking for probabilities and opportunities where we can get into trades that basically have more chances to win than to lose, and that's what it's all about. And it's all about technical and fundamental analysis, and I do both. I'm more of a technician than I am a fundamentalist, but you have to know both. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex and options trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential of risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, I had an email come to me, and somebody wanted to know what my what I looked at all day long. So I thought I'd show that to you, and that is what my monitor looks like on my desk. I think it's a 22.7 inch. It's an iMac monitor. But that's what I look at now. I've changed my charting system to, well, I've always had NinjaTrader, but Market Scope 2.2 on FXCM, like for the third time, has lost all my data because they turn their servers off every weekend. And I got really annoyed and said, okay, let's go back to a real trading platform. And I went back to NinjaTrader. So this is what we're trading now. I know you're probably saying, like, what did you do? Did you change your strategy? Are you trading the same? No. Traders, I'm still trading the same. I'm using harmonics like I use the Ichimoku cloud. And I'm using harmonics, support resistance, and just basically, areas where you could take trades at if you have a harmonic pattern, and it's very helpful. Just as the Ichimoku cloud was. And I love the Ichimoku cloud. However, NinjaTrader doesn't have an Ichimoku cloud. They also don't have harmonics as a common indicator. So I had to go out and, I had to go out and basically purchase this system. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought somebody was knocking on my door. So anyhow, I haven't changed anything. So let's. It was really funny. I was taking photographs of some screenshots for you all, and just turned at the hour like 4 minutes ago, and I was looking at the euro dollar, and here we go. This is the euro dollar, and this is a, as you can see, it's called a deep crab, and, don't worry about what the names are. It's all about support and resistance, right? And if you take a look down here, this is where we want to buy this, right? And look at this. All dojis. 1, 2, 3, 4 dojis. Like, this is a 30-minute chart. 4 dojis in a row. So, now, I don't want to buy the euro dollar. I know the pattern says to buy, but I don't want to buy the euro dollar. I want to buy the dollar. I don't want to buy the euro, right? So the pound had some news come out, some pretty big news come out. And if we take a look at the chart that was taken after the data came out, this is the euro dollar and what it looks like now. It's all the way down to, what's that, 1308. So I'm looking for this pullback, and of course it hasn't happened yet, but I'm looking for a pullback back up to the 618. And of course, if you go across to the left side of the chart, you'll see that that's where price action is, and that's basically now it's a resistance line, and it's a resistance area. So if I get up to the 61.8 or somewhere in that area, I'll be more than happy to take this to the downside, and we'll just continue the downtrend. But this data came out, got this big red candle, and I'm not chasing. We're not chasing price, right? We're just going to hold on here and let this do its thing, and we'll just wait. Okay, so that's what's going on with the euro dollar. Like I said, I haven't changed my trading style, just my charts. That's about it. I sort of like them. I got to be honest with you. For those of you who are interested in NinjaTrader, if you go to my website, you go to the NinjaTrader icon on my website. It'll tell you everything about NinjaTrader. I mean, you can get free data. You can go with different, whoever you trade with might even support NinjaTrader. If you trade so much, it's free. I just went out and bought a lifetime license, so I didn't have to deal with if I've traded enough that month or whatever. So, and then I get free upgrades. And this is the new NinjaTrader 8. It's just come out last week or the week before. And this is the new NinjaTrader 8. So go check it out. It's a great pattern. And I trade live right off my chart. So don't have to go flipping back and forth from a chart to a trading platform. All right, let's take a look at the pound. Now the pound, basically new data came out and it's already spiked up to this 155. So currently price is at 54.68. So it spiked up to this 155 on the data, and yeah, it spiked up to the 155 on the data and then came all the way back down again. So but current price I have at 1.5468, and this is showing current price at 32. So so this spiked up and already it's come down. So I missed this, right? I missed this, and that's okay. We'll just do what we do, and we'll just wait, and we'll wait for the opportunity. But I should have just jumped in and taken the sell because it was a very low risk trade. Put your stop at 55.15. It's either work or it's not going to work, and just take it to the downside, right? You want to buy the dollar. It's a news candle, and I could have had, I don't know, well, if it went 30 pips I would have had, but that's an hour and almost an hour and 10 minutes that data had come out already. So that's it as far as the Forex goes. So those are things that I'm looking at. I'm looking at the pound. I'm looking at the euro to get in. I want to buy the dollar. I was looking at the dollar yen before, and the euro yen really dumped. Wait for that to retrace also. However, let's get into some options. I put an option trade in today. Just want to show you the IWM. And we traded this quite a bit. I wanted to take a look at this daily left side of the chart here into the cloud. Remember what the cloud is? That's resistance, right? So now that's come out. Market DNA, that first indicator, that blue line's to the downside, stochastics to the downside. However, our weekly chart came up to the cloud and got rejected, right? I would get into this. The only thing I don't like is we're coming into a lot of junk here. We're coming into a lot of support here. And I wouldn't mind getting into this for a trade into a weekly that would expire a week from tomorrow, being Friday. But I don't like where we're at the moment. And I'm going to wait till the New York opens, which is, 3 hours away. So, and New York will open. Then I'll check this again, and I might jump into this trade. Let's take a look at a trade I did get back into. I tried to get into the sneaky Nike trade last week, and it didn't take my order. And of course, the New York session's in the middle of the night for me, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I woke up the next day and it, of course, didn't take my order. However, tonight I'll be in front of my chart, so I'll see if it takes it or not. But this is a really, really tight trade. This is a 135 sell, okay, with a 136 buy. So I'm saying that this is at resistance, and I want to take this to the downside. And this is way out of the cloud. This is way overstretched here. So I'm saying this is going to turn around and it's going to hit back to the downside. We'll see. This is pretty tight trade. This is a week out. This has till a week from Friday to expire, first week in November, and we'll take this back to the downside here, and we'll see how it goes. Well, first I got to get into the trade, but it's a pretty tight trade. But the return on investment, the ROI, is really high on this. So this looks like a really good trade, and we'll just see what happens here. But I like the market's DNA, and I like the stochastics is turning over. So I would expect to see some more red candles, and hopefully this will break these EMAs and break down to the downside. We can get this thing back down to 120 is where I'd like to get, 120.5, right? And we'd like to get down to there. Alrighty. All right, let's take a look at triple Qs. You know, I love the triple Qs. Nice trade here also. I'll look at this at the New York Open. Everything's signaling to the downside. We've got plenty of room before we get to the cloud on the weekly chart, right? This looks like this is a correction, right? Great place to get in here. If you look left of the chart, got a lot of resistance there. Want to take this to the downside. So what we would do is we would sell at 110, and we'd buy at 112, right? And that, well, 111. And just hope this doesn't come above 110. So I'd like to sell it at 110 and buy maybe at 112 as insurance, and saying that price is going to continue to the downside. Again, the problem is we've got a lot of junk here. You know, you got a 50 EMA, and then you got the 200 exponential moving average. So, you know, just this magenta line's a 200 exponential moving average. It continues all the way across. It's white. That's why you can't see it. So yeah, so that's what we're looking at. What else we got going on? Ah, yes. Let's take a look at the spiders, which is the S&P 500 ETF. Another one, right? It's come up to this 200 exponential moving average. 3 days it's been rejected. Yesterday took a really big downfall. It's at 201.85. You know, this is another one that you can get in here at like 205 and put it at 206 or 206.5 buy for insurance. So we'll sell this at hopefully 205 and put insurance in at 206.5. And we'll take this to the downside. And again, this is a week out. We won't take this until next Friday. The problem is that the trend, right? The trend is up, and this can break the 200 and the 50. So, you know, I got to be a little careful here before I do this. So I just want to see how the market's open today and see if we get this closed with a gap, okay, to the downside, and then I'll jump in it, and then hold it over, hold it till next week, see what happens. But you know, we're now in our second day of a red day on the markets. So we'll see how that goes. Take a gander at it. We'll throw darts. You got to throw darts to win trades, right? You gotta get in there. If you don't get in there, you can't win them, right? You can't lose them either, right? But you got to throw darts to win them. All right, traders, we're over 12 minutes. I want to thank you for joining me today. You can always see me and my website at tradingwithbill.com. You can check out this video and the videos I've done in the past. And please follow me on Twitter at WKG1960. Traders, have a great trading day, and we'll catch you tomorrow on a Friday. Traders, always remember to trade smart and not hard. Catch you tomorrow, guys and girls. See you then. Bye-bye.